guys? It's your boy, Twisted Rick. We're going to be building a PC today, my personal own PC, and let's get it! Okay, so with this PC build, we went with the AMD 7600X for the CPU. And then, first of all, we're going to be starting off by putting the CPU inside this motherboard, which we chose was the B650 Aurorus Elite motherboard. So we'll start off by putting the CPU inside the motherboard first. Alright, so we're going to be installing the CPU inside the motherboard, and as you can see there, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like a gold triangle on my CPU, and then there's a triangle up here on my motherboard thing. You gotta line those triangles up, and that's how you know that you installed it correctly. And then it'll fall like literally like right into place, and it'll fit literally perfectly. And then you just close that, and you gotta put a little bit of force into this. And put that clip back on. And then we'll hold on to this for safekeeping. For my RAM, I chose two 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM at 5600 megahertz. Alright, we are going to be installing our RAM onto the first and third DIMM slots to be taking advantage of our dual channel memory. Alright, first we're going to be starting off by dropping these two levers, and then you're going to be taking your RAM, and then it's going to fit just right. And then once you get it to slide in, you're going to want to push evenly. And don't push it like at a diagonal because you might break it. So you're going to push like right on it and your clips will snap right in. Your clips will snap right in. And then let's redo it, and we're going to do it on the third slot this time. And it's literally just the same thing that we just did on the first one. Nothing different. Just push down evenly. The clip will just go right in. Just like that. That's all you got to do. Alright, so this is for the CPU to help it keep it cool. And honestly, I've never installed one of these before, and I got this at Micro Center, and I thought it looked cool, so we're just going to wing it. Yeah. Alright, so we did end up getting the CPU fan in. It was honestly kind of a struggle for us because we've never done it before. But honestly, we just didn't want to video it because it just took forever. So now we're just going to slide this motherboard on in. Alright, so we're going to start off by putting these screws into the standoffs of the PC. For the power supply, we went with a 750 watt, fully modular Asus gaming power supply.
Go.
Okay, so we're going to start off by taking off the plastic off this power supply. And then, as you can see, there's a hole right here so that our power supply plug can actually plug into it when we get it all done. Most of cases are not like this. Most of the time you do not put your power supply in the back like this. But this case is different, so it's how we're going to roll with it. Then it just plugs in right here like this, and then we put two screws on the side of it to hold it in place. Alright, so I'm going to have my brother hold the power supply while I put the screws in, just so it makes it easier. Just makes it easier with the second person. No cap, not going to lie. Alright guys, and then that is it for the power supply, and that's all you got to do.
Go.
Alright, since we went with a fully modular power supply, we get to pick which wires we get to use.
Go.
Alright, for the SSD, we got 2 terabytes for our SSD. And for our hard drive, we got 8 terabytes with a Barracuda.
Go.
Alright, before we actually plug these in, we're actually going to mount these to the actual case itself before we plug them in. So let's get it. Alright, so our SSD actually came on this weird spot, right below the power supply. Honestly, it's kind of freaking stupid how this was a whole designed, but yeah, so we just put screws in the bottom of it to hold it placed into the actual PC case itself. You don't need to make these screws like super tight. It's all right. As long as they're snug. A little bit over snug, I would say. It's all good. And boom. Alright, so our hard drive, our 8 terabyte hard drive that we have is actually going to be installed right here in this PC case. It's kind of obvious that it goes there, but I don't know, some people are a little goofy, you might not know. And then we just got 4 screws that'll go right into it to secure this right into place. And then usually when you guys are like putting screws in, normally you want to like, I don't know like how to say it, but like spread them out like diagonally. You don't want to usually like go like right across from the other screw. You normally want to put one in and then go on the other side and put the other one in. Just for your guys' knowledge. And that's for like for everything, not just the hard drive. It's for everything. That's the hard drive done, baby.
Go.
Alright, so we got our cables right here. We just plugged our SSD and our hard drive in, so now we're going to plug these in with our cables, and let's get it, baby. Alright, so now that we finally got all the freaking cable management done, which took us a minute because we're not very familiar with doing it, let's be honest. So let's start off by doing this nice ASMR sticker peel. That was nice. Not even gonna lie, that was nice. It's all good. We got this little plug back here we gotta undo because it actually plugs into the motherboard itself. And this one, right? No, I don't think so. Then these 4 black pins. And then I believe it just gets plugged into the motherboard like so. So there's these 2 brackets back here and the PC case, if you can see it right here, we had to pop those 2 off so that we could slide this bracket right here in to secure it to the PC case itself. And then what you want to do is take these metal prongs right here and you want to stick them inside the clip right here. And then it should just go right on in. Yep. Yep, just like that. Last, but certainly not least, we finally have the last freaking cord that gets plugged into the freaking GPU so that we can finally be done with this last cable plug-in, because this took for absolutely ever. It took a lot longer just because we were actually taking time to actually film it, and that is it. It just popped in, so that is my PC build for as of right now. Let's go boot it up and see if it works. Alright, I completely forgot to do like the best thing of all time when building a PC. It was, you know, tearing the sticker off the front. Okay. Yeah. Alright guys, this is the moment of truth to see if we actually did everything correct. Well, not 100% sure. Alright, so guys, we finally figured out why my PC was like making that weird clicking noise. It was because we completely forgot to plug one cable into the back of the power supply, which, you know, powers pretty much the whole damn thing. So we forgot to plug that in. It took us probably 2 hours, honestly. Probably took us about 2 hours to figure this out because we're dumb and we just simply forgot. So here's my new mouse that I got. I got the Viper V3 Hyperspeed as my mouse. It's a pretty lightweight mouse, kind of like it. And then I got the Keychron C1 as my new keyboard. My brother has that, and I just copied him just because it's a good keyboard, and I like it. And honestly, this is just my setup. So, yeah. So now we're going to be downloading Windows, and we're going to be making some videos. Let's get it, baby.